This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent of NASCAR Broadcasting. NASCAR would like to thank all of our loyal fans for your continued support, and we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.
First caution has come out. It is for an expired engine. Jason White walking back to the ambulance. He'll hop in there and make a ride to the infield care center, but you see the smoke rolling out of that truck as he entered turn 1.
Wow.
And flames.
Pretty big blow up there for Jay White.
That is. We heard his crew chief come on the radio and said it's not an oil line. It really blew up, didn't it? And it really did blow up really big. Jason was so confident. Top 5 finish here. Last.
He's going to jump to the inside of Paluto.
Very confident about his truck in this race.
Caution's out, turn 2. You're clear out the back.
That's the 09 of John West Townley. Slow through turn number 2.
Chris, we spun there off 2. Come on, get caught up here, John. Nice and easy. We're down a tire.
Here, John says, you see the left front tire is flat on that 09 Toyota.
Might be best to get to pit road before that tire flies apart and does more damage to his truck.
Great restart that time. On the outside, the 17 of Timothy Peters.
Oh, we got a spin.
Sliding sideways through 3 and 4. Jeff Burton involved in this. Cale Gale involved.
Oh, and there's Brian Scott also.
Brian Scott in the 18 trying to stop before he gets to that inside wall.
It looked like Cale Gale got sideways. I'm not sure if there was any contact that precipitated that, but that's the first thing I saw was Cale sideways.
I believe if we go inside of Jeff Burton's truck, we're going to see maybe those two arguing a little bit over space. They were really close together, got into the back of the, Jeff got into the back possibly of Cale Gale's truck. We'll have to see it again. I just caught it out of the corner of my eye.
A lot of damage to Jeff Burton's truck.
Did such a great job over at Charlotte, racing really hard, but being able to keep his truck pointed in the right direction.
There's just a little bit of a nudge right there. That's just enough to turn that 33 truck sideways.
I don't want to nudge at 170. Do you, Phil?
Me either, especially entering the corner there. You're most vulnerable. Parker Kligerman got a little bit of a piece of that. Here's Max Gresham running.
Welcome back. The 11 spins. We see the right rear flat on that truck, and that brings out a caution once again. So Todd Bodine running in the 10th spot.
Blew a right rear. You don't see that very often. Or you think it blew once he spun? Or
I think after he spun,
yeah.
he was sideways. We looked up coming off turn 4. See if we can take a look at it. You see him gets a little bit loose through the center of the corner. I think that.
Yeah, it's got air in it there, doesn't it?
Yeah, the tire was up, and watch, it's going to blow.
Yep,
right there.
We saw John West Townley struggling down in the other end of the track on the very same lap, and then Todd spins out in turn 4. You don't see Todd just spin out very often.
Not very often. He does a great job keeping that truck out of the wall.
6, but his truck is very, very free. He was racing there for a little while with his teammate Joey Coulter, but just couldn't hold him off. So his spotter, Andy Houston, has told him, try to go to the high side of the racetrack and see if your truck will get a little bit different.
Behind you here in the wall, no caution yet.
Ryan Sieg in the 39. We heard the hard contact. You see the damage to that race truck.
It's been 27 laps since most of the field, just about all the field, was on pit road.
This is what I was talking about.
That's about a third of the way through a fuel run.
This is the opportunity that teams are looking at.
Look at what just happened. The 39
He was all by
sideways.
himself. Yeah, just right behind that battle between Todd Bodine and Matt Crafting. Just lost the back end, exiting turn number 4.
Yeah, racing inside the top 15, right there in that great battle.
Self-cleaning straightaways here, 9-degree bank.
Watch what happens to him when he gets up off the turn.
Yellow.
Slider, the 61. Wes Burton
Wreck into the 3 on the apron.
shortens that truck up as he got into the wall.
Running on the lead lap, too. Strong run by Wes Burton. Crashed all the way down into the 3rd turn. You got to figure that started off the 2nd turn. What do you think, Phil?
Yeah, I would think so.
Wes was running 21st.
Getting a report that they're feeling some raindrops up on the roof where the spotters are located.
Drops on the window.
Camera. This incident.
Just at the halfway down the backstretch, you got a little bit loose off of 2. Gets into the outside wall.
Wow. That took a long time to happen, didn't it, guys?
Sure did, and he's going to make hard contact against the Armco barrier on the inside of the racetrack.
So that brings out our 6th caution.
Look, that did develop right off turn 2, just trying to avoid the 75 truck of Caleb Holman.
Looked as though the 13 of Johnny Sauter was slow on the apron of the racetrack as they were going through 1
Caution.
and 2.
Caution valve,
Caution comes out one more time.
24 of Max Gresham. Right front tire. All askew. He's made contact with the outside safer barrier.
The damage to that truck.
And it looks as though he's going to shut it down.
Let's see if we can take a look at what happened to Max here as he exits turn number 4. Looks like that right front tire goes down. Something broke, or the right front tire went down as they exit turn 4. We talk about how everyone would be content with the rain. I can guarantee you right now there's one guy that would be happy if it rained again, and that's Todd Bodine. At Martinsville earlier this year, and they finished 1-2.
Oh, there goes Hornaday around.
Hornaday slides and hits the inside wall.
Caution, caution, save fuel, save fuel.
They were talking. That was Bodine's radio we were hearing. Save fuel, save fuel.
Wow. Here's Jeff Hensley. You can see him mouth what happened to Ron.
Take another look. He was on the inside of Justin Lofton.
See if he gets loose down here. We often see these trucks on the inside get loose.
Oh, wow, he just sideways a little bit and ran into Lofton and it turned him around.
You had to chase it up the hill, ran into Justin Lofton, and around he goes. And again, the 9-degree bank in the backstretch just puts him into the inside wall.
This monster doesn't care how many championships or races you won. You make a mistake here, and I'd like to go down there and get on that.
And again, what an amazing turn of events. We talked about how dominant Kevin Harvick was. He led 96 laps of the 147 that have been run. Todd Bodine's been out front for just 20 laps. Justin Lofton had a very good truck, was out front for 22 laps.
Bill, you remember back, like maybe Kansas or a couple races ago when that team said they went testing, found something they really liked in their trucks?
Well, I think they went to...
The rain is starting to pick up a little bit here, guys, but I wanted to add on what Michael was talking about. I talked with Todd earlier this week about the upcoming races. They weren't totally sure they were going to be able to make it to Dover, but they've got a brand new truck sitting there ready to go to Texas. And Todd said that what Rick Gay has done with this truck as far as aero and everything puts them as the favorite at Texas, and now it is official that Todd Bodine has won the race here in Dover, Delaware. Todd Bodine victorious for Red Horse Racing in truck number 11.
This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent of NASCAR Broadcasting. NASCAR would like to thank all of our loyal fans for your continued support, and we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.